Thanks, sir. Hi, this is Jason. What's that? Yep, it'll be good there.
Can you guys hear in the back of the room okay? We still have a couple minutes before we get started, but I do want to make sure if you intend to bid today, please get a number from the girls in the back of the room so we've got all of your information when we finish bidding here. But we will get underway here just in a couple minutes.
Take this into an auction. We should take this back to Nicole.
Good to see you. How are you doing?
It's just like some dishes and the way they're ready to go? I know. I can take that piece of paper.
Okay, we're ready to get underway. If you guys want to find the seat, if you would, please. Bring the talking down just a little bit for the benefit of everybody to be able to hear us if you could. First of all, I want to introduce myself and a few other people. My name is Jason Smith. I'm a real estate broker and an auctioneer and one of the partners at Dream Dirt. On my right is going to be our auctioneer today. His name is Tom Bradley, and Tom comes up from Winterset, Iowa. Jason Dvorak is one of our auctioneers and real estate brokers as well, and Jason comes from Madrid. On my left is Chad Balls, he's one of our brokers and auctioneers. Chad come up from Lenox, Iowa today. Back at the table you've got my wife, Nicole Smith, who's going to handle all of our online bidding, so she's our online auctioneer today. And with her also is my personal assistant, Marcy Melby, and Marcy takes care of the registration and all that. You got a number from her. And then we've got Elmer Smith somewhere running the cameras. He's gonna make a video today because we have an auction. We always like to have a video of it. And we've got Carl Carter, who is one of our Ringman auctioneers. Comes up, Carl Carter. I tell you that all the time. I apologize. Carl Ford. Carl Carter does our PR work. Now Carl Ford, the Ringman and auctioneer, and come from Bridgewater, right, Carl? Yes. Bridgewater, Fontenelle, Winterset, South Central Iowa area. Okay, and then up front, I want to introduce Mildred. She's Wayne's aunt, if I have everything correct. And I don't think you probably need much of an introduction. She's got the museum out there, the Coal Museum. I haven't got the chance. Looks really impressive, and she wants to offer an invite to everybody to come out and see the museum. She really enjoys the opportunity to show her family history, especially as it relates to agriculture out there at the museum, and she invites all of you to come out and see the museum. She also wants you to know that she's not going to be bidding on the farm today. So she has no intention of placing any bids, and none of the family at all will place any bids. And as you know, today's auction is going to be an absolute auction. Absolute means something. That means it's going to sell to the highest bidder regardless of price. There are legal ramifications to the word absolute, and it means we're selling it no matter what. It doesn't matter if $1,000 is bid, the farm is selling. So with that, you guys can bid with confidence today. When we do an absolute auction, or an auction with a very low reserve, we do it without a break. And we're not going to have a break today unless somebody in the room decides they need a break. We'll play by your rules, but if you want to, we're going to sell straight on through. But we don't want somebody to lose the opportunity where they may have been able to call the bank or something. We've got to work for the seller, and we want to do the best job we can for the seller, and we intend to do that. Casting live to Facebook, and the people out on Facebook, there's 16 people watching the video right now, can watch this as it's happening. And when the auction starts, we're going to point it towards the crowd. So if you're in the front row and that makes you uncomfortable or something, we'll give you some time to relocate, but I want to let you know that people out in the world are going to be able to see that thing. Up on the board, you see here our video we had made. We have an actual pilot that works for us that medical helicopters, and he was a serviceman. He served over in Iraq, flew military helicopters and such, and he makes these videos for us. He's just a super employee. He's a very creative guy. That's all those announcements, isn't it? Did I miss anything? Mildred, did I miss anything? Farm we're going to offer. And according to the FSA records, that farm is 155 acres, and we're going to be selling in 2 tracts, bidder's choice. So you're going to get your choice. You can buy tract 1, you can take tract 2, or you can take tract 1 and 2. When we take the bidding, we may only take bids one time. The high bidder raises his hand and says, I take tract 1 and 2, and the auction's over. No going back to the seller and asking if he's going to take the price. I don't have to call the seller and confirm or nothing. We're selling the farm. But the high bidder may say, I take tract 1. We'll start over and take bids again. And then we'll set the high price on that. Now, this isn't going to be a thing where we come back and do the round robin style bidding. We're going through one time on it. Unless somebody asks for a break, we'll take a short break, just an opportunity to make a phone call, and then we're back at the same number we're at and going. And we're going to sell the farm after that. There won't be any more than one break if somebody asks for one. The numbers, the modifier on tract 1 is going to be 76. So your bid is going to be multiplied times 76. 72.4. So when you're finished bidding, that's going to be applied to it. Now, something else you need to know about placing your bid today is there's a 2% buyer's fee that will be added to your bid. So it will be in addition to your bid. And the easiest way to explain that is you will pay 102% of your bid. So you're going to make a dollar bid, and it's going to be multiplied times the number of acres in that tract according to the Farm Service Agency. And then 2% is going to be added to it on top of that. So I want to make sure everybody understands that 2%. If you bid $10,000 an acre, it's going to be $10,200 an acre that you actually close at. And the way we handle that 2% just becomes a part of the purchase price, and it'll go on to the contract as a part of the purchase price. So how you handle that as an expense or whatever you do, that's up to you and your accountant. But that's the way we're going to handle things today. There is going to be online bidding today as well. Nicole will handle that in the back of the room. At last count, we had 4 people registered to bid online. One is a person from Indiana that's looking at investing in Iowa, has no current assets here. The next is a person who has current assets in Buena Vista and Pocahontas County that lives in Wisconsin but did not come to the auction. They're going to bid via the internet. The third person is from Des Moines, is a businessman that's looking to invest in Buena Vista County but has no current assets here. And the next is a farmer from Early that had to take his wife to the doctor today and wanted the opportunity to be able to bid, so he's going to bid online. I hope that's enough information to understand that. People ask us, how do you know these people are real or the bidders are real online? Because we check them out. We don't just blindly allow people to bid online. We actually know more about them than we know about you guys. We let you guys come in the door, show a driver's license, scan it, give you a bid card, and go. These guys, we get letters of credit from their banks and stuff like that, so we get to know just a little bit more about them because they won't be here, and it's kind of important to know who they are. You wouldn't want somebody throwing a wrench in this process, so we vet them very well, just as a peace of mind. Let's talk about the quality of the farm for a minute. It's a super nice farm. You can see we've got a room full of people, and there's been really good interest in it up until this point. And a portion of that is because it's 93.9 CSR2, which is just a super farm. I think it's one of the best, if not the best, on the market in the entire state of Iowa right now. And it's drawn a lot of interest from other places because of that. Let's talk about the closing date. First, all of the taxes are going to be prorated to the date of closing. So the date you close, you'll take over paying for the taxes. The date of the closing was originally advertised to be about 30 days from today. But Wayne reconsidered yesterday, and he said, you know, Jason, if we needed to push it out to the end of the year or just after the first of the year, I'd be willing to do that. So here's how I'm going to say that to you guys. The latest you can close is January 5th of next year. So you'll have that entire time. Now, if you're doing a 1031, you're on a timeline, you can still close in 30 days or as quick as we can get her done. That's up to you guys. So we're going to leave it open-ended. You're going to have up until January 5th to close. That's going to be up to you guys. Well, you can pick and choose the closing date anytime from 30 days to January 5th. If that helps you out one way or another, then by all means, take advantage of it. Tom, did I forget anything? Yeah, they'll let us know today when we write the contract. What you want to do? Yeah.
Who gets the crop?
The crop is the seller's. The crop will go to the seller, and the seller's going to keep the crop. You won't get any possession of it until after the crop is harvested. After the crop is harvested, then you'll get possession of the farm. I talked to Travis, who's been the agronomist that's been managing it, and I think in one sentence he summed it up. He said, Wayne has been an excellent landowner. Wayne has always taken his advice on fertility of the farm. They've always done grid sampling of the farm. The farm is very well taken care of. It's in a high state of fertility. You don't have to question anything about that. Mildred down here tells me the same thing. When Ralph and Lois owned it, they were meticulous about the fertility of the farm. And Lois was very well known for doing the research on the seed and the fertilizer, testing the pH and whatever it took to make sure that farm's been taken care of. So you're not buying something that you don't know what hasn't happened over the last 20, 30 years. It's been very well kept up. In fact, Wayne, coming into this year, had no intention of selling this farm. He would prefer to keep it. But he's in a situation where he has to sell it, and that's the reason it's being sold and offered absolute to you guys today. It really is a super asset and a super farm. Tom, anything else? Let's talk about method and then we'll get on. Our method today is going to be buyer's choice. You will get the choice, like I said, take one, track two. The internet will get the same choices as we're going to do that. I want to state again, before you guys forget about it, I don't want anybody to say that I didn't say it. There's a 2% buyer's fee added to your bid today when you bid. We're going to multiply your bid times the numbers, just like we said we were going to. When you're the high bidder, you're going to enter into a contract with the seller. We'll do that here today in the building. You're going to put down 5% earnest deposit, and you're going to buy the farm as it is, where it is. That 5% earnest deposit can be in a check, cashier's check. You can have it wired to us, but we'll hold that in our trust account until the closing, and that 5% holds you in the transaction. It's also non-refundable should you fail to close. Now, if the seller couldn't close, you obviously get your money back. But if the buyer fails to close, we get close to closing and say, I just don't have the money to do it. I can't get financing, whatever it might be. And I've never had that happen. But that's the case. It's going to be non-refundable if you fail to close. Yes, Nicole? Let's talk about the crop rotation. Right now it's corn and beans. It's beans on track 2. It's corn on track 1. And that has been rotated back and forth every year as long as you can remember, correct? Mildred told me that rotation has been in place for a long time, and that's the way it is. So, corn on track 1 and beans on track 2 this year. Everybody satisfied? Any questions? Okay. If that's the case, if you come up with a question, just talk to one of the ringmen or summon their attention. They will come over and help you with any of those questions. And I've got some paperwork or any of the FSA documents on my computer. I can show them to you on the wall if you wish to have any of those shown. I've got the crop insurance records, which we handed all that stuff out, so you guys should all have a copy of that if you needed a copy of it. But with that, I'm going to turn it over to our auctioneer today, Tom Bradley, and we'll get underway.
I think that'd be great, shining right in my eyes. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out and joining us today. An absolute great farm up for auction today. And like Jason said, guys, it is an absolute auction. No breaks. Anybody wants a break, get your hand high, get one of the ringmen, and we'll sure give you that opportunity. And with that, I believe we're ready to get started. I'm David of Giant Hair Auction Town, ladies and gentlemen. David of how many times? David of Giant David of 10,000. Let's roll. If 10, David of 10, 10, 10, David of 10 pound, David of 10, 10, 10, David of 10, 10, 10, David of 10 pair. If 10 ton, David of 8 pair, David of 8 ton, David of 8 ton pair. If 8, David of 8, David of 8, David of 8, David of 8 pair. If 8, David of 8, David of 8, money down, David of 9, David of 9. If 9, David of 9, deals down, David of 9. If 9, David of 10. Table of 11, table of 11, 11 pound, table of 11, 11, table of 11 pair, 11 pound, table of 11, 11, table of 11 here, 11 pair, let's go, table of 11, table of 11, 11, 10 on 11 pair, 11 pair, table of 11, 11, table of 11, did you get it? 11 pair, table of 11, 11, table of 11 pair, 10 5, 10 5, 10 5, table of 5, 10 5, 5, 5, 10 5, table of 10 on 5, 10 5, 10 5, 11, table of 11, 5, table of 11. 5, 5, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, hallelujah, 11, 5, they don't present themselves that often, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 11, 5, 11, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 5, 5, 11, 5, get 5, 11, 5, 11,500, why wouldn't you, friend, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 250, 11, 2, 2, 9, 11, 2, 50, 11, 2, 2, 2, 9, 11, 2, 2, 50, 11, 2, 50, 11, 11, 2, 2, 50, 11, 2, 50, why wouldn't you there, 11, 2, 50, 11, 2, 2, 50, 11, 2, 2, 2, 9, anybody want to break here, 11, 2, 50, 11, 2, 2, 2, 9, 11, 2, 2, 50, 11, 2, 50, 11, 2, 2, 2, 9, 11, 2, 50, 11, 2, 50, 11, 2, 2, 50, 11, 2, 2, 50, 11, 2, 2, 2, 9, anybody need a break, 11, 2, 2, 2, 9, 11, 2, 2, 2, 9, 11, 1, 11, 1, 11, 1, 11, 1, give on, 11, 1, 11, 1, table of a pot, 11, 1, table of a pot, 11, 1, 11, 1, table of a pot, 11, 1, table of 11, 1, 11, 1, table of a pot, 11, 1, 11, 50. Never thought about it. One, and now one, and now two, and now 10 with 11, 2, 11, 2, 10, 10 with 11, 2, 10 with 11, 2, 10, 10, 10, 10 with 11, 2, 11, 2, 10 with 11, 2, 10 with 11, 2, 10 with 11, 3, 10 with 11, 3, 4, 10 with 11, 4, 4, 4, 10 with 11, 4, 11, 4, 10 with 11, 4, white come there, 10 with 11, 4, 11, 4, 10 with 11, 4, 10 with 11, 4, 10 with 11, 4, 4, 4, 10 with 11, 4, 11, 4, 10 with 11, 4, 10 with 11, 4, 4, 4, 5, and now 5, 10 with 11, 6 here, 6 here, 7 here, 11, 7 here, 11, 7, 8 here, 11, 8, 11, 9, 8, 11, 9, 11, 9, 11, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 11, 9, now 12, and 12 here, why would you? 12 here, 12 times here, 12, and 12, and 12, 12, just 12 times, 12, and 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12 here, 12, 12 times here, 12 here, 12, 12 times here, 12 here, 12, 12, 12 here, 12 here, 12, 12 here, 12, 12, now 1 here, 1 here, 12, 12, 1 did you do a friend, 12, 1 here, 1 here, 12, 1, 12 here, 1 here, 12, 1. Why wouldn't you guys? Here's an opportunity knocking. They don't present themselves very often. A high CSR2 farm, ladies and gentlemen, it's on the market. You're buying with confidence that you're buying it. 11 or 12-1. A 12-1. A 12-1 year with a 1. A 12-1 year with a dollars and out. Now 2. And 12 day with a 2 today with a 2 here. A 12 day with a 2 today with a 12-2. Yep, 12 day with a 2 today with a 12-2. Are we done? I'm going to take a quick drink, let you think. 12-2, and 12 10 would have been 2, 10 would have been 2, 10 would have been 12, 10 would have been 12-2. 10 would have been 2, 10 would have been 2, 10 would have been 12-2. Yep, 12 10 would have been 2, 10 would have been 12-2. Yep, 12-2. Why wouldn't you there, friend? 12-2. You're buying with confidence today. 12-2, and 12 10 would have been 2, and 12 10 would have been 2, and 10 would have been 12, 10 would have been 2, and 10 would have been 2, 12-2. 10 would have been 2, and 10 would have been 12-2. Yep, 12 10 would have been 2, and 10 would have been 12-2. Take a half. A 12-1-50. A 12-1-50 would have been 12-1-50. 12-1-50 would have been 12-1-50 would have been anybody need a break. 12-1-50. Yep, 12-1-50 would have been 12-1-1/2. Hey, would have been 12-1-50. A 12-1-50 would have been 12-1-50 would have been 12-1-1/2. Hey, would have been 12-50. A 12-1-50 would have been 2. Hey, would have been 12-2. A 12-10 would have been 2. Hey, would have been 2.5. Hey, would have been 22-50. A 12-2-50. A 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-50. A 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-50. A 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-50. Yep, 12-2-50 would have been 12-2.5. Hey, would have been 12-2-50. Yep, 12-2-2.5. Hey, would have been 12-2-50. Every down. Hey, would have been 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-50. A 12-2-50 would have been 12-2 is bid, ladies and gentlemen, asking for a half. 12-2-50. A 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-2-2 would have been 12-2-50. A 12-50 going around. Hey, would have been 12-2-50. Yep, 12-2-50. Anybody need a break? Give you every opportunity. If anybody needs one, we're not taking one unless you need one. 12-2-50. A 12-2-50 would have been 12-2.5. Yep, 12-2-50 would have been going once. A 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-50. Yep, 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-50 would have been 12-2.5. What's he want to do? A 12-2-50 would have been 12-2.5. He would have been going twice. A 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-2.5. He would have been 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-50. 12-2-50. Last and final call. A 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-50 would have been 12-2-50.5. So the farm, $12,200.
65 is your number.
65 is the buyer number. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming out and participating with us.
Thank you, everybody, for coming to the auction, and I do want to remind you that Mildred offered that anybody wants to go out and see the museum, by all means do. I want to thank everybody that come, and I didn't get a chance earlier to introduce Ben Hollison in the back of the room. Ben, raise your hand. Wave. He's not going to do it. And Martha Boyle up there in the front of the room from McGuire Auctions as well. So with that, guys, thank you for coming to the auction, to the bidders. We really do appreciate you. What's that? That's what Chet said. Oh, Chet. He takes both tracks, yep. Good. He said like this, so I think it's good. Thank you all.
Yeah. You know, like track 2.
Good job, Tom.
Thank you, Jason.